Hello everyone, I am cooking beef adobo. As we know, there are many different versions of beef adobo. For me, I use the same ingredients except for the meat in all of my adobos, and it is sort of a traditional way we cook adobo in my region in the Philippines. So let us cut up the beef. And then let's chop the garlic. So here are the ingredients: beef, garlic, bay leaf, we have vinegar, soy sauce, and ground black pepper. In a pot, we put all of the ingredients together: the beef, the garlic, the bay leaf, the ground black pepper, the vinegar, and the soy sauce. I also added 2 cups of water because we need to soften the meat. I put the lid on and we let that simmer until it is soft, basically. So I would occasionally check if I still have sauce and if the meat is tender. And in all of my cooking, I always make sure that the meat is tender, so it tastes good. And when you are tenderizing, if it needs more water because it's not tender enough, you can add water. Not too much, just little bits, but if you do need water, if you need more tenderizing, just add water. And in cooking this dish, I always keep the stove temperature between low and medium heat at all times. And I would just keep checking for tenderness and if there's enough sauce. So when the meat is tender and the sauce almost runs out, I would be checking also if there is little oil in the pot, because we will be quick frying the meat in the end. And also it would depend on what meat you're using. Some of parts of the meat are oily or has fat in them, and some are just lean beef without fat. In this case though, I had to add some cooking oil, just a little bit of cooking oil, because it didn't have much fat on it when the sauce was almost gone. As you can see, I am stirring, so I would keep stirring so that the remaining sauce would stick or adhere to the meat. And that's the only way for the sauce to stick to the meat, is when you keep stirring. And in the end, actually, what we are left with is just clear cooking oil in the pot. So if you can just imagine all that sauce sticking to the meat, and that's how tasty this dish is. And the frying would actually be very quick. So what we will have in the end is an adobo that has no sauce, but it is so tasty and tender. And it has that fragrant smell of having been slightly fried. As we say in the Philippines, it is good. It is so good that if you get to taste it, you'll forget your name. So this is what it looks like when it is done. I hope you learned something. Please hit like and subscribe.